I thank all those who wear the uniform. It's incredible to be the commander-in-chief of a nation that has produced such bravery and such decency and such compassion. We have the greatest military on the face of the earth, and we intend to keep it that way. Some lessons that we must understand. First, conditions overseas matters to the security of the United States. When people live in hopeless societies, it's the only way that these evil perpetrators of violence can recruit. What matters overseas matters to the homeland. One of the lessons of September the 11th is we can't hope for the best. We must stay on the offense. We must keep the pressure on the enemy. We must use all power of the United States to protect the American people from further harm. And that's what we're doing here today. And as we keep pressure on the enemy, we must always remember that the ultimate path to peace will come from the spread of freedom and liberty. That freedom is the great alternative to the ideology of the murderers and the radicals. We will defeat the terrorists there so we do not have to face them in the United States.
The President of the United States.
Every day, the United States of America is grateful for what you do. I want you to tell your families, the Commander-in-Chief stopped by to say hello, and he said, I'm incredibly proud to be the Commander-in-Chief of such a great group of men and women. The security of our citizens and the peace of the world will soon be in your hands, the best of hands. Be officers of character and integrity. Keep your wings level and true. Never falter, do not fail, and always know that America stands behind you. America will continue to support the men and women who wear the uniform, and we will defeat the enemy overseas so we do not have to face them at home. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. And as I leave this peninsula for probably my last time as your president, I go with confidence in our mission, confidence in our country, and with great gratitude in my heart for everyone who wears our nation's uniform. Thank you for what you're doing. May God bless you. May God bless the people here, and may God continue to bless the United States of America. Thank you very much. We have a major responsibility to protect the United States from harm and spread the great blessings of liberty so we can have peace. The United States today and tomorrow must stay on the offense and keep the pressure on this enemy and bring them to justice so they don't hurt the American citizen again. And we've got no greater asset than the United States military. Say loud and clear that this military, comprised of brave men and women who sacrifice on behalf of a noble cause called peace. The men and women of this military understood that we're in an ideological struggle, that we're facing cold-blooded murderers who kill the innocent to achieve their hateful vision of a future. And they understood, history will show, that those who wore the uniform in the beginning of the 21st century understood a timeless truth that the ideology based upon liberty is necessary for peace, that in this ideological struggle, in the short term we will find and bring the enemies to justice. But in the long term, the best way to defeat the ideology of hate is one with an ideology of hope, and that's one with liberty at its fundamental core. It's hard work that you're doing, but it's necessary work.
To help stop new attacks on our country, we have undertaken the most sweeping reorganization of the federal government since the start of the Cold War. We created a new Department of Homeland Security, merging 22 different government organizations, including the Coast Guard, into a single department with a clear mission: to protect America from future attacks. To stop new attacks on our country, we've strengthened our nation's intelligence community. We created the position of the Director of National Intelligence to ensure our intelligence agencies operate as a single unified enterprise. We created the National Counterterrorism Center, where the FBI, the CIA, and other agencies work side by side to track terrorist threats across the world. We directed the National Security Agency to monitor international terrorist communications. We established a program run by the CAA to detain and question key terrorist leaders and operatives. These measures are vital, these measures are working, and these measures have helped prevent an attack on our homeland.